Welcome everyone. New UFC lightweight double champ Ilia Topuria is following the exact mold of what Conor McGregor did in the UFC. Let's talk about it.
UFC featherweight champion of the world!
Oh, unbelievable!
New UFC lightweight champion Ilia
He called it. He said he was going to knock him out in the first round.
So after Topuria's latest fight to capture the lightweight title and become two-division champion, he got the second belt put on his shoulder and ding, the lights went off. They were both 27 when they got that first championship fight in the UFC. They were both on a 15-fight win streak when they entered the UFC. Those are just a few scratches on the surface to how much these two are alike. I'm like, this dude is a lot like Conor, from the power in the hands to the bold and cold-hearted ways they treat their opponents. And always have outside beef with other fighters going on.
This guy TKOs people. When I knock people out, they don't move. They're not, who the is that guy?
So I looked into it. Now I am shocked that no one else has made this video. We are going to go piece by piece, so let's start with this. So Conor entered the UFC as a brash shit-talking featherweight with heavy hands and a confidence rarely seen. It took Conor McGregor 7 fights to get to his title match with the king Jose Aldo, who had 7 title defenses at this point for the featherweight championship of the world. Now Topuria did the same. Came into the featherweight division with a splash, getting into it with one of the upcoming stars, Paddy the Baddy, for example. Showing the same attitude and confidence that Conor brought. The same way Conor would talk trash to any other fighter who looked at him wrong.
Who the is that guy?
Funny thing is, after the Paddy incident, the Baddy said Topuria will be fighting on my undercard soon, and now he's champ, and Paddy's trying to get that fight. Then it took Ilia, guess how many fights to get to his featherweight championship fight? 7 fights. What? Like I said earlier, the exact same amount of fights for McGregor to get to that same championship fight in the same division at the same age.
Perfect.
Crazy, but this is nowhere close to where the comparisons stop. Now, Conor gets booked his fight with Aldo and just goes to verbal war on this man. Nothing was safe.
I'm the king of Dublin. I'm the world champion. You're looking at the king of Dublin, yeah? You're looking at him.
Conor McGregor called the exact way he was going to knock him out. Round 1, I'll stiffen him, he said. And he destroyed Aldo in 13 seconds in the exact manner he explained he would beat him to capture the featherweight title of the world.
And Aldo looks like he's feeling the pressure of this moment.
Green trunks for the southpaw, the notorious Conor McGregor. Black trunks for the champion, Jose Aldo Jr.
Conor relaxed and smiling. Oh! He slapped him!
That was honestly one of the craziest moments in UFC history for me, how quick it was, and it was the exact punch Conor said he would land when Aldo came in with the right. Bink! Now, Topuria's was just as impressive in a slightly different way. No, he didn't call the exact sequence, KO him in 20 seconds, or call the round he would do it in. Instead, he knew he was fighting one of the greatest featherweights in Alex Volkanovski, and he said he would knock him out with the right hand, which he did. So he did predict how he would beat Alex by knockout, which he accomplished with a flurry in round 2, ending it with a savage overhand right. Which doesn't seem like much until you look a little deeper. Then you realize Alex beat all the best UFC legends of the featherweight division to get to that title, and then staved off all comers with 5 title defenses, plus all the big hitters and killers he has faced and destroyed. But then Topuria did what Conor never did. He defended the featherweight belt against maybe the best featherweight to ever compete, Max Holloway. Then you find out Max has never been knocked out inside the UFC cage ever before Topuria knocked him out. That might be even more impressive than McGregor's 13-second KO. It's just that Conor's call out was so epic, it still hits me as a greater moment. Said exactly how he was going to beat the current champ and made it look easy. And Topuria, same thing, came in and made it look easy against one of the greatest and the current BMF champion, Max Holloway. Both Ilia and Conor from here went straight to the lightweight division to put their eyes right on the gold. They both got set up with a championship fight without ever fighting in that division in the UFC before. Another big difference is Conor went straight to lightweight without relinquishing his featherweight belt, and Ilia Topuria defended his featherweight belt against none other than Max Holloway, the current BMF champion, before relinquishing the featherweight belt. He didn't want to hold up the division while he made his move up to 155 pounds. Conor, on the other hand, kept the belt, didn't defend it at all. Laugh out loud. What a dick. He wanted to hold up the division and make sure he actually won the 155-pound belt and not look stupid before he relinquished that featherweight belt. Shows me maybe Ilia has a little bit more real confidence than Conor actually did. Interesting. Now let's look at both of their lightweight debuts, which also happened to be for the championship of the same division. Conor fought Eddie Alvarez in 2016, and Ilia Topuria fought Charles Oliveira in 2025 last Saturday for the lightweight championship of the world. Conor ruled the press conference and said he knew Eddie had a weak spot, the temple, and was way too hittable. He also said he would KO him in the first round. But Alvarez is as tough as they come, and Conor beat him from post to post until the ref stopped it in the second round as a TKO, and the ish-talking crazy man from Ireland was now the champion of two divisions, the first fighter in the UFC to ever hold two belts simultaneously. When it came to Topuria's turn, he didn't go full force with Charles in the pressers. He kept it very cold and cruel, telling him, "You have no way to beat me. I am going to hurt you very badly." Oliveira responded, "Chill." Then Ilia says, "I'm sorry, it has to be you." Might not be the over-the-top crazy of McGregor, but that is just cold-blooded confidence. And it's all over the internet, but Ilia was celebrating his victory over Oliveira the night before the fight live. That is a whole other level of confidence and disrespect I have never seen and doubt I'll ever see a winning fighter do again. Especially when facing someone like Charles in a division with much bigger and stronger fighters. You could see it, Charles was much larger than Ilia. So to never have fought in that division and the fighters are bigger, to actually celebrate the night before is absolutely crazy work.
Yo, what the fuck?
Now, it seems like the comparisons stop here, since McGregor's career is over, and this is as far as Conor got in MMA before all his mistakes and losses. And, well, I hope Ilia has a lot more in him. I'd like to see him fight Tarzukian, but love to see him go to welterweight and see how he does there next. But one major comparison here, their fighting style. They both have amazing footwork, movement, head movement, very tight guards, power in both hands, and speed for days. To me, they are pretty close to the same fighter, except I would like to see Topuria's wrestling get tested by the likes of Tarzukian or Islam Makhachev. I feel the same would happen to him as did with Conor and Khabib, so hope he fights one of those two soon, because that could be the final piece to this crazy comparison so far. If he was to lose to a wrestler, we will have a Following Conor's Footsteps Part 2. So we have 7 fights for both fighters in the featherweight division to get to their prospective title fights. Both fighters won that title fight with predictions, and both moved directly to lightweight after winning featherweight gold. Both fighters came in with the "F everyone, I'll beat you all" attitude. Both fighters predicted how they would beat most of their opponents. Both fighters used an onslaught of words and confidence to stifle their opponents in press conferences and face-offs. Both won the lightweight gold in their first fight at lightweight. Both fighters are stand-up machines with scary power in both hands and a crazy style. They were both 27 when they won their first UFC championships, and it took only 7 fights for each of them to get there. And last, both fighters can't beat an Nurmagomedov. Just kidding. Or am I? We will see where Ilia goes from here. Hopefully he makes better choices than Conor, and hopefully he is a bit more well-rounded. Otherwise, it looks like the way Ilia's start was a carbon copy of McGregor's. Let's hope the second half of his career is not anything close to a carbon copy of Conor's, because that is a lot of lost fights, lost respect, and drugs.
There, what he's doing?
Bully.
Why you bully me?
If you enjoyed this video, hey, maybe drop a like and sub, and don't forget to comment your thoughts on both these fighters and anything in between. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. I'll see you guys in the next one.